Warriors.
I know that. That's a PS2 game.
Come out and play, yeah.
I don't know if it's very good, though.
Nice.
Sorry, bro.
Cam hit it with the lighter.
I caught that movie late. I was watching with Tari in college. And, of course, the scene happens at the beginning with all the different gangs. And he throws the iconic, "Can you dig it?" I was like, nice. That's where it's... Okay. I'm a little late, but I got it now.
Can you rate Reed's Can You Dig It from 1 to 10?
Pretty solid.
I could do better.
You don't have to. We're rating that one.
Damn it.
Oh,
Candid?
I thought we were doing like heats and shit. Like if you do better the second time, we can erase the first heat.
All right, go ahead. We'll give you 3 heats. It's
I
second
learned
one.
heat from Tony Hawk. Thank you.
Okay.
Second heat.
I have my rating locked in for that one.
All right, you have your rating locked in for the first one?
I do.
I also do. Mark it down.
Okay. Can you dig it?
It's a little bit better.
All right, second heat. Second heat's locked down. Okay. All right, I've got the second heat.
Okay.
All right, and Reed Rinaldi in the Can You Dig It Olympics in the third heat. Here we go.
Wrong one.
Did I do that last time, too?
Yeah. That's how
Oh,
you got me right in the know.
Nice. That's good. That's
You better
good.
knock out the park this one.
Can you dig it?
Second one was
Second one.
Yeah. I
Second
sound
one.
like Robert. Not Robert. I sound like Jacob Marley.
I'm putting up a 9 for the second one.
I was gonna say 8.2.
Oh, harsh.
Yeah, I'm going with an 8 for the second one.
I'm the generous judge. You would have thought.
Yeah, so I think that's like an average of like an 8.3 or 4 or something.
Still
like
very
that.
good.
That's pretty good. And round of applause for Reed. Good.
Yo,
Thanks.
Yeah, that was great.
shout out to all the gangs out there.
Yeah, shout out to 89. You've seen the Warriors, I'm assuming.
Million times.
A bunch of times. I remember when I grew up watching the Warriors, my dad would be like, "That's exactly what it was like in New York when I was young." Be like in the 70s, those gangs just like that, man. It's just,
Even with all the armor?
dude, with all like the
real
different.
shit. They had Asian gangs. They had Puerto Rican gangs.
I forget what it's called. I feel like I might have even watched it with you. There's like this documentary about like the gangs of like the 70s and like the Bronx and Harlem and shit. Mm-hmm. And it's like similar to like the Wild Star documentary, but it's not. I feel like it's got like similar characters even.
Yeah.
But
I used to hear about the whole Chinatown wars. Like people think that's just some video game shit. Like nah, yo, like
dude,
shit used to be hot. Like hatchet fights.
They used to be called like the Apaches and shit, and they all had like their own like vests and
Yeah, the way
shit.
the colors.
Oh, like bikers?
Yeah, now gang members all look the same. They got different colors, sure, but it's still the same like attire. Like it should, like if gangs would be cooler, or I feel like the gangs aren't as popping nowadays. They would have a way higher retention rate if the gang was like, we're pirates.
Yeah, nah.
If you join our gang, you got to dress up as pirates.
We're the punk gang.
Like think about
come dress up as a punk over here.
I think about like old blaxploitation movies that had like gangs. They used to have satin jackets and shit.
Yeah, bro.
They used to have all matches. Like they used to have vests. Like look at the Warriors. They all had matching uniforms. Now, like you could wear. Like, you ain't even gotta wear your bandana no more.
What were the baseball zombies called again?
The baseball furies.
Baseball Furies, bro. Are you kidding me? If there's no internet yet, and it's like, yeah, bro, I'm pretty much like what we do. We like join gangs and shit. It's like, oh, all right, word. Like what kind of gangs y'all got? We're like, oh, we got the Warriors over there. They dress like Native Americans and shit. And then you got the Baseball Furies over there. They wear full pinstripe baseball outfits, baseball bats, and they paint their face.
Bro, and then, like in the middle of the summer. Too,
Yeah,
like,
I was like, I think I want to join the Baseball Furies, bro.
Yeah.
They're fucking cool.
Is there a preppy gang? They got the preps.
I don't know if there was a
They got the
preps.
nerd
I don't think they could like ransack Vineyard Vines back then.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't think I remember seeing any nerd gangs.
They had the orphans, right?
They had the orphans, but they weren't on the market. Like
They weren't an official gang.
They were just a bunch of like just
And bully.
randos.
Hold on, I'm gonna look up the Warrior gang names because
Baseball
I'm interested.
Furies. I remember the Turnbull ACs. Those are niggas that had that big ass bus that they was chasing them down
Just
the
average Joe's gym.
Average Joe's gym.
Yo,
The
honestly,
New York Mets.
I love that you're so familiar with cinema.
I'm like half and half.
All right,
Yeah,
you
we have
got
moments.
the Warriors, the Gramercy Riffs. Stop me if any of these sound cool
The
and you
Gramercy
want
Riffs is
yeah,
dope.
and
That-
you
that was
want
the black
like a
gang.
longer explanation. You got the Rogues. They're like one of the main ones. You know, they're evil looking. You got the Turnbull ACs. What
They're like
that
kind of
mean?
skinheads.
You got the Orphans. The Baseball Furies,
They
of
got
course.
the Lizzies in
The
that.
Lizzies is right next. These are
That's
all the
them.
girls. They had frizzy hair. You know, these are the
Real
Lizzies right
talk.
here.
If the Warriors if they weren't implicated in that murder, spoiler alert, they would have had a great fucking night with the Lizzies. The only reason Lizzies wanted to fuck with them is because they thought they killed them niggas.
So how are the punks different than the Rogues? You know what I mean? Because like look at the punks.
Let me see the roads.
Well, here's the punks, right? And then here's and then here's the rogue. The rogues. You know what I mean?
They dress like the cop and the village people. While the punks, they dress more like punks.
This is the one that Reid would be. Reid would be a bopper.
Sweet.
Reid would be walking around.
Want to be in Harlem? He would want to be a bopper, bad as hell.
He'd have a fedora and a shiny purple vest on.
I'd be like the intern, and when they're going out to the meet, like, oh, come on, please, can I come with you guys?
He'd get that. He'd join that gang just for the fit, so he could do a dance routine.
Yeah, facts. They'd be like, all right, Reid, we need you to kill somebody now. You're like, oh, I didn't want to kill somebody. I just kind of wanted the vest.
I thought we were like a barbershop quartet.
I didn't even want to go out too much. I was just gonna do a picture with you guys.
What would you guys name your Warriors gang?
What would my gang be? Oh man.
Yeah.
Would we just be the warrior? Like, would this be our Warriors?
Yeah,
gang?
what's our Warriors gang?
What's
right
our
here?
attire? Because I feel like that's like. Is it like it's like streetwear, but like
Yeah, we wear
It's like a combination.
we wear psych hoodies.
Wait, are we in the Warriors time period, or if this was like Warriors atmosphere now?
It's if you took us and put us back then, but like I guess like turn it up a little bit, turn the exaggeration up. It'd just be like us in like slightly sagged chino pants and like dunks.
bright yellow
boots.
Yeah, bright yellow.
we have
something.
skateboards and stuff.
If they
You said bright yellow would be our color, Reid.
Well, bright yellow
Bright yellow.
accents.
I was about to say I can't help but disagree.
trying to get
Oh
us
no,
arrested, bro.
that would get us hurt really quick. Like
Bright
there they
yellow,
are.
Be like,
There they
hey,
are where 5 miles down with that bright ass yellow.
who's yellow now? The Latin Kings, I think.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah, they already took
Yeah,
it.
no, Bill, but they more so wear more black than yellow.
yeah. I guess what you said.
Like,
accent for
when was the
yellow.
last time you seen like the Steelers with a bold ass gold jersey? It's more black than anything.
Oh wait, maybe we'd wear our dogfish hats.
Ooh.
We wear a dogfish head
We're just
hat,
Dogfish gang.
and then
We're the dogfishers.
That's our top. Everything else, like below, is what we wore for the Halloween episode.
So what do they do? Like with the baseball Furies, once when they're on full baseball getup, what's your day like?
They hang around the baseball diamond.
I like to believe back in that day, since you didn't have like Big Brother surveillance cameras and shit, it was way easier to get away with muggings, robberies, a lot of just criminality.
So, but like, how much of your day is that? Like,
Oh,
how
no,
much? Like, you wake up in the morning, you're like, all right, time to go to baseball fury work, and then you go out and do a couple
the time?
muggings
Wait,
and
yo,
shit. You do your muggings, you do your looting and shit.
Were they
but it's
selling
like,
dope?
But it's like 1:30 p.m. now. You're
they
like,
selling-
damn, I got a whole lot of day left.
Yeah,
you know
no,
what I
like,
mean?
were they selling dope?
I feel like it was their whole day.
Like,
to be honest.
were any of the gangs selling dope, or were they just watching their block?
Specifically in the Warriors or in real life?
And,
Well, we're like,
if you were to sit there and think about like the Warriors film, like just the film, did you look at those gangs and think like, yo, like these niggas is out here trying to get money? Like they
I
out
mean,
here
depending
hustling?
on who you're
Or-
talking
or
about.
Are they just
'Cause
like
listen,
just defending? Because it seems like it's just turf.
Listen, the Warriors specifically, they're like Native American dudes. You know, maybe you could buy a little bit of weed off them or whatever. But the boppers, you need an 8-ball of cocaine. You go see the boppers. You know what I mean?
That
They
makes
got
sense.
vests and fedoras.
And even during that time, you had like, just like how the mafia kind of looked out for certain businesses and shit.
Yeah.
It's the same with gangs. Like where I'm sure
The boppers take care of the discos.
Yeah,
The punks take care of
During the
CBGBs.
night, they work at all the nightclubs, the boppers.
Yeah, bro.
Based off Furies, they work at Yankee Stadium.
Yeah.
Part time.
That's what they do. They wear their shit all, or they play baseball in the daytime.
What if
and
they're
then
like
at,
baseball hooligans?
and then at night they paint their faces.
like they're just real like baseball fanatics. They wild out like they're just like the guys at the soccer games in the UK, like where at points they get violent.
I think
Yeah.
It's
I feel like they fuck with betting and like tamper with games and
Nice.
stuff.
I think they be fixing.
I think the
game.
Warriors are
Yeah.
ushers. They're all just ushers from like a local like community theater or something like that. So
Oh, I could see
they all
that.
got the vests ready.
What would our
I don't know
hustle
about that
be?
one white dude who's trying to get wild in the park.
That's
Got
right.
arrested.
I was thinking about that.
He don't look like no theater nigga.
No, dude, he was like I forget who he is, but I think he's on Dexter. I remember watching
I was
that
gonna say
being
he
like.
was in Mortal Kombat Annihilation, but
See, I
you know.
remember seeing him. I like him. I like him from movies I've seen. He's been some good characters, and he's like,
Yes, he
"Hey,
played
come
fucking
on,
Raiden."
Like, no, don't do that. Jesus, is upsetting. But then he got arrested, right?
Yeah, he got arrested for trying to rape that chick who was trying to give him pussy, which is like, bro, just yo, play your role.
We're just gonna give away the whole Warriors plot on the podcast right now.
If y'all ain't seen the fucking Warriors, bro,
Yeah, I mean,
I feel like this is the most detailed we've gotten plot wise.
That's true.
Anything ever.
it's not even spoilers. It's like
Yeah,
this
we're
is
just
like an
talking about
audiobook.
the film now. Yeah,
Good movie.
we'd probably get killed in the first like big scene in the movie.
What would our hustle be though?
Radio communications.
Nice,
we'd
dude.
be going around the town like securing boom boxes. He's like, "Hey, is your boom box good?" They're like, "Yeah, our boom box is good." It was like, "All right, psych gang out."
Yeah.
I think our hustle would just be like just the party lifestyle. Like, does that time ain't no different than what was that show that got canceled on Netflix? The Get Down. Was
The
that
Get Down?
was that kind of like around the same time period?
Man, I don't want to be the fucking Get Down. Jaden Smith had his fucking chest out in that show. I'm good.
Jaden Smith
Boy
was on
had
the
his
show.
dick out and we fucking.
Yeah, Jaden Smith was in that show. Who else was in that show? The guy from
Tamik Moore. Yeah.
Oh yeah, didn't he get canceled for
Shamik
telling?
Moore, Shamik
yeah,
Moore.
didn't he get
Shamik Moore.
canceled for telling Rosa Parks should have got a cab? What?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, that shit was pretty funny.
God damn, Shaolin, fantastic. That is not fantastic at all.
Shamik Moore. Well,
Fucking,
how's everyone doing? Everyone's having a nice
Yeah, dude. This week went by
a
quick.
nice week.
Yeah, man.
We did Monday last week, right?
It's like the first full week of the
Yeah.
It's a short week for us recording.
Yeah, we went from Monday to Sunday.
It's our first time doing Sundays. We're gonna
Oh, we've done
second
Sunday
time.
before. Second
second
time.
time doing
It's
Sundays.
the first time this year, I think, doing Sunday.
Ah. Yeah. Dude, I was
good one.
I was editing last week. Yeah, I was just like chilling this week. Imani came through, so we were just like shooting the shit, hanging. But like, came time to do some posts and get the clips ready for the PostPartyCyph. And like, I know me, it's easy to like be editing. Like, oh man, this is a drag. Look at my phone. Look at my phone. Look at my phone. So like, it's like, no, go put my phone down and get this shit done. And I did. This was Wednesday. So after like an hour or two of just that, I'm like, cool. Picked up my phone. What the fuck is going on at the Capitol? Like,
Yeah, that shit was-
I had
that shit
no
was crazy.
transition.
That shit was pretty wild. Let's talk about anything else that happened in the week first.
in-
No,
Before we
yeah.
talk about
But
that.
yeah, that's what I was going down with.
We're feeling we're gonna talk about that shit for like a million years.
As we
'cause
should.
I remember seeing that shit and I was like, damn, picked a good week to be off.
Hell yeah, Cam has a week off for
Yeah.
once. That's
Yeah,
fucking sweet.
Unfortunately, I have to go back tomorrow, back to the old grind. But
Back to life,
Was it
back
a
to
full
reality.
7 days off or?
nah, I think I just took 5 because I'm probably gonna once when like shit gets better in the summer, take more time off. That's better.
Did you spend it the way you wished?
Oh yeah, I wanted to. I was gonna look for an Airbnb, but there'd be taxing on that cleaning fee for a lot of places. So it didn't work out when we were looking for a spot. But regardless, had a nice time. Did some shrooms.
Good shit.
Bought some flowers. Drew some flowers with Jenna. Did a whole lot of nothing. A whole lot of video games. Just let my brain reset.
Yeah, it's pretty much what a vacation's supposed to be.
Yeah, I'm glad I did it because like I was thinking like, oh, I'll get a bunch of like psyched work done during it, but I was like, nah. I'm not gonna do anything work wise. I don't want to do even art, music. I didn't. Today was the first day I did music. I recorded a little piece, but
It's funny how like
little
sometimes
art.
we take time off, then we'll be like, all right, let me like do something with my time off, and then what you end up doing is things that technically are not considered off.
Yeah.
Like we'll like make art or something that we were trying to sell or something. You know what I mean?
The most I did work wise was I redid my whole room / studio, just rearranged some stuff, feng shui up and stuff like that.
That's like less work.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, Jenna did like a deep cleaning of it. I feel like that was like more to like improve, like I just said, the feng shui of the room and kind of just give it a more new
That's worthwhile.
feel, especially coming off. But I'm glad I didn't do anything really artsy, and I fixed up the studio to make it feels more bigger, and it's more efficient. I feel now. Because I'm itching to do more work now for art wise.
See, that's the best shit.
Yeah, I
just
saw your room. That shit looked crazy. Like I walked in to just do some studio shit, and I was like, oh, the drums are
Yeah, it's a lot better.
Nice.
the opposite.
Especially the thing I've nailed down drums, guitar, and bass in like 15 minutes. Got a nice track recorded,
Bro.
so it was nice.
I just moved my room around a little bit too and did some cleaning up. That is a worthwhile one because whenever you do that first hang, like it's great for like long haul, but that first hang after you're done cleaning and you just sit down, light a candle maybe, but just like smoke. That shit's nice. Like, oh, I don't have to feel like
You
I'm
be
sitting in
lighting
a dirty
candles,
room.
bro.
Yeah, we got that Drake
Now and
scented
then.
candle.
Drake scented?
Drake?
You guys didn't hear about that?
No.
There's Drake.
I saw the
scented-
Michelle Obama incense. Those
Nah,
were
there's
Oh,
Drake
yeah.
scented candles now.
Is it
I
like
think
is it like
Drake's in the
Erykah
candle game.
Badu's candles?
Erykah Badu's candle smell like her pussy.
Yeah, I know. So I'm
Right.
like, what does Drake's candle smell like?
Probably smells like
His
fresh
pussy.
laundry. What, Reed?
Drake's pussy?
He just fantasizing.
All right,
Don't
yeah.
mind him. I had a pretty good week. I went to New York. I went to Bushwick. I was down.
Pass me a beer. I asked in my beer on accident.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I was chilling out at House of Yes, and I went to pick up some checks from the work I did from the holiday weekend. And I went to Essex Market. First time out there. It's like an open air market. It's on like Essex and Delancey. Dope ass spot. Has like several different stalls where you could check. It's like fucking. It's an open air market, no Wuhan. But it was it was a good time.
Open air market, no woo.
And then it was odd though, because I went back. I saw Connect.
Nice.
Yeah,
cool.
he says hello, everybody.
I'm just still stuck on no Wuhan. Is that like no homo?
No, I mean, like it's an open air market, but don't be alarmed and think it's like dangerous or something like that.
89 said, "There's no China virus here."
I ain't say all that. I don't know, man.
And did we see you in any of those pictures at the Capitol?
Yo, shoot. I might have been looking for my stimmy. I might have been looking for my. I still am looking for my
I
stimmy.
still
Actually,
am too.
So many fucking people, dude.
I'm still looking for the
Yeah.
they got like the Get My Payment app thingy where you can like go to check to see if like what the process of your stimulus is or whatever. So the second one's just like it got direct deposited into your stuff, and then the first one still says, "Yeah, we sent that shit out April 24th. Like if it doesn't come in 14 days, let us know." I'm like
this ain't no fucking packet,
it's
bro.
almost a year. It's almost been a year. What you mean 14 days? It's almost been 14 months, motherfucker.
Can I get 2?
That's what's up, though.
What did you get into this week, Grow High?
I like binge watched all of the Expands.
You finished it?
I'm not finished. I caught up to where it's at currently. So like now I'm waiting week to week to watch it. Like,
Okay.
How far in the
like,
season is it though?
It's like 6 or 7 episodes into season 5, and then I think season 6 is the last episode. But yeah, I watched a lot of TV and did a bunch of fucking nothing. I think that's it. Me and Fees earlier today were working on some very rare Hyper Kid X Fees merch.
Oh, dope.
That could come out soon or maybe later. Who knows? Isn't it cut?
But it's
It's art. It's art, man. You can't put a timetable on that.
You know? Oh, I was DJing a lot this week. I set up
Nice.
my turntables or our turntables for the first time in mad long, and I've been fucking around with that. But yeah, other than that, just fucking chilling, bro. As you said before, I guess we might as well get into it.
Wait, hang on, yo.
Oh, yeah.
No, what's fucking weird? I was in New York and seeing like the outdoor huts and seeing people in fucking bubble coats, like deep is like I'm talking like damn near blocks of just what would be possibly parking space or traffic lanes are just wooden huts
Of people
filled with
sitting
like
outside.
just and it's such an odd thing just because I went past this Korean barbecue spot and they damn near like you know like you go to these Korean barbecue spots, they got the table and they got you cook on the table and
The
shit.
hot pot.
They can't set that shit up outside, so they put a whole nother booth area outside
To
where
go
they-
and heat your
where-
meat up?
Yeah, and it's
Yo,
like
come-
what the fuck have we come to? Like
Come
the
to
shit, the
this-
shit looks like a like war torn country type shit. Like I remember seeing like Korean War, Vietnam films and shit where like soldiers are eating in shacks. That's what the fuck that
I
looks
mean,
like.
you know, it's still like $30 a plate, so it's not that bad.
Yeah, it's the same price.
Yeah.
Like, the prices ain't changed, but just the optics, just the look of it all.
I
It's
mean,
just so odd.
you know, we're in the motherfucking service industry or whatever. Like, I did not think it would be November and people or January and people would still be wanting to eat outside, but
Dude.
every single day,
You get requests.
people want to eat outside. So much so that like our owner was just like, just make sure you set the tables up outside every day, just because
No, but- and-
people are gonna want to.
and I can understand it's difficult because like I consider takeout, but there are people out here that they go like for myself, I came from Jersey to New York. You can't eat in like public transport, like on public transport, like eating French fries, drinking your drink, like even if you got a straw, like they don't permit that shit on New Jersey Transit. And MTA, you can't really do that shit either, but you go wild out. But it's like, yo, like for you to enjoy your meal, this is what you're gonna go through. Like this is what you're putting yourself through.
Yeah, I have no interest in eating in below freezing weather in New York City.
For real. Like nigga, you
At
eating
all.
with gloves on, dog.
sounds
You eating with
fucking
motherfucking
stupid.
mittens.
You're gonna get sick just by eating outside.
It's fucking stupid, bro. It's been a little chilly. A little chilly too, man.
January.
I'm not trying to go eat a hot ass burger, but
Yo.
it's cold by my third bite,
For
bro.
real, man.
It's gone.
My onion rings is all fucked up now, bro.
They cold.
Because I wanted to dine out. Fuck that bullshit, bro.
Snow all in my fries.
Yeah.
Anyways, guys,
The inevitable elephant.
That's my complaint. That's
There
my
was
complaint of
a-
the year.
there was a coup. There was an attempted coup.
It's a whole ass coup.
on the United States of America by some of the most incompetent coup doers I've ever
Oh,
seen in
yeah.
my life, bro.
Yo, they
I mean, not that incompetent, I guess, because they did more than, dude. There's just like so many facts that came out like as things were like progressing that just kept making me go, wow, like this is so significant, but so like such a failure at the same time, right? It's like I didn't know that the Confederate flag had never been flown or never been that close to the Capitol before, right?
Really?
Yeah. Like during the entire Civil War, they were never able to get the Confederate flag that close to the Capitol. Yet you have some fat fuck with a Trump flag and holding a Confederate flag
From
too.
Canada. He's from Canada.
With some fucking loser ass. You know what I mean? So it's just like, damn. But it's also like, it was clearly a failure. Like, all these guys are getting arrested and they're all under investigation and all that bullshit. But
who do they think they fucking were?
let's try and take it like piece by piece.
They thought they were the Warriors.
Let's try it. Not even. The Warriors wanted no smoke.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? The Warriors were like, bro, please stop messing with us. Like, it's not us. Leave us alone.
What's their Warriors gang? These awful fuckers.
Cowboys. MAGA.
There's too many of them. Although, you
MAGA
know,
Nation.
they're more united than we give them credit for.
That's a good point.
It's like 4 different hate groups that
Yeah.
like, came together.
Trumpeteers.
Because you had the Nazis, you had Nazis in there, you had fucking the Trumpers,
The QAnon.
they had the QAnons in there, you had fucking the Proud Boys in that bitch, you had just general.
And then you had a couple black dudes that was looking for their stimulus checks and Crenshaw jackets. I saw you.
Yeah, y'all motherfuckers should stay home. But it was just, I remember. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna go get a haircut. And I woke up that morning and I like turned on Hassan because the Senate thing was the night before. So I was like, oh, let's see how the Senate race is going, right? Like maybe the Democrats take the Senate
In Georgia.
So I turn it on and Hassan is watching. Shout out Hassan Abi on Twitch. That dude's hilarious. He's watching Trump do a rally, and I'm like, Trump's got a rally? I was like, what the fuck is he rallying for? I'm like, you're about to lose your job in like 2 weeks, right?
Farewell party.
And I turn on the stream, and Trump is going, like, I catch the very end of it. You know, he's doing his whole, like, pumping up his white supremacists and shit. And then he's just like, so what we're going to do is you're going to walk down Pennsylvania Avenue, and we're going to show him who's boss. And I was just like, well, that doesn't sound like a good idea. I was just like, that doesn't sound normal.
And you said it somewhere where it's recorded for all time.
Yeah, like, dude, he was in front of, like, all the people who were, like, protesting or whatever, or rioting, or were about to riot, were all standing there waiting. So I went to get my haircut, right? And I'm walking back, and I'm like, yo, I'm looking at my phone. This shit, like, rioters start storming the Capitol building. I'm like, well, it can't be that bad. I'll walk into the room and 89's watching it on the projector, and it's just like people on the Capitol building. Like, they were just on it, like hanging on that shit.
World War Z.
Like, imagine, yeah, like it literally looked like World War Z. They were just like hanging off of it. So in my head, I was like, you know what, yo, I just got my shit cleaned up. I'm gonna go upstairs.
You look nice, man.
Thanks. I was like, I'm gonna go upstairs and like just watch some sci-fi and just disassociate. And I like couldn't stop looking at my phone, and I was like, nah, fuck this. I'm gonna go downstairs and I gotta go and watch this shit with 89. And like the next like 2 or 3 hours was just like, I mean, Cam, you even came downstairs and watched it with us at one point too.
Yeah.
It was nice
Like-
watching TV together, guys.
Yeah, I guess that's TV, but it looked like the fucking country was burning
A
down,
bunch of meth heads broke into the Capitol.
bro.
Yeah,
like,
they was tearing that shit up like it was like an old Lil Jon video.
Man, they were taking
like,
pictures
they weren't even
everywhere.
doing it. Like, they got nothing to accomplish. They just made a mess. It just looked like a very, like, just a messy music video at the aftermath.
though those first pictures that were coming out made the mystery of what the fuck was going on crazy. When you had Horn fuck dude, if I don't
The
know
Buffalo
his name.
Man.
Oh,
the dude
yeah.
with
The fucking, what is it? The shaman?
yeah,
Yeah.
the shaman
It's
of
like Jake some
QAnon or
shit.
whatever.
Last name starts with A.
Fuck his name.
Yeah.
Fuck
But
his
when they
name.
had you have a video of him sitting at the motherfucking where Vice President Pence was about, I don't know, 30 minutes ago, like reading the fucking certificates or whatever. Just like, what's going on here? I'm
Taking
like,
a
where are
tour. They just
people?
taking a tour.
The other fucking picture comes out of the fucking suited dudes with the
Yeah.
guns, like posted up at the door,
Yes.
and you're like,
Shook.
okay, what the fuck is going on?
Yo,
Why is there guns? You know what I mean?
now the
Shout out to
fucking
Twitter.
Ashley Babbitt got shot.
Yeah.
That shit crazy.
She
I
stuffed
see
her
that
face
shit.
through the fucking
I see
window.
that shit.
That was
Listen, what are you-
nuts.
she's a terrorist, bro.
Yeah,
what the fuck
bro.
are you thinking?
Yeah, people were like,
She
people
an
were pulling,
expat, bro. She was in the military.
they were pulling that
That's why-
spineless bullshit
that's
that
the
was
worst.
like, they're saying like, her name was Ashley Babbitt. Say her name. Like, she crossed state lines to be a fucking terrorist.
I mean, even
Drop
earlier
shit.
that morning before
Drop
her
that
name
shit.
actually got released, they said her name was Roberta Paulson.
I saw that.
And
That
I was like, are you guys fucking stupid or
That
are you
was
dumb?
awesome,
I mean,
dude.
come on, don't be so silly.
in death,
Yeah.
a member of the Proud Boy Fox.
Nah, it was just dude. Fuck Ashley Babbitt. You know what I mean? Like everyone's so like, there's a lot of people on their side who are like so sad about what happened to her, and she's a martyr now or whatever. It's just like, you know how you don't die? By storming the Capitol of the United States of America with a giant riot. Like, the Washington Post like released a full video of it with like 2 different angles, and like they did that thing where like they pause and then they'll point to the thing and be like, "This is the guy with the gun," and then it'll play the video again. And they'll be like, "And this is Ashley Babbitt," and it'll play again or whatever. And it's like it'll pause, and be like, "This is him saying, don't fucking come through here."
And this is where she fucked up.
And this is where she fucked the fuck up. And like the dude shot her, and she falls back, and everyone's like, "No, no." I'm like,
This is where keeping it real goes wrong.
I was like, dude, fucking
Like
black
you're-
people getting shot in their sleep. When
Yo,
they're
yeah.
sleeping, you know what I mean? Like
even
not,
supposed to
not
fucking
even
be
doing
there.
anything. So
Y'all
you
stormed a government building, not just
And
a
they
government,
warned you.
the
At that.
government building. My dad called my dad called me at one point, and I was just like, "Bro, they're storming the Capitol. They're trying to do a coup at the Capitol of the government of the United States." My dad's like, "This is supposed to be the government of the free world." This is like an immigrant telling me this. You know what I mean? Like, bro, this is America. This don't happen in America. This does not happen in America. But
not
I
a good
guess
look.
it does now.
Some entitled bullshit.
You know what I mean? What were some of the craziest things you guys saw come out of the Twitter,
Bro.
the Twitter
Nah, yo,
stuff?
the craziest shit is from Hassan. When he was like, when people were saying that, talking like, "Oh my God, it's like Al Qaeda." It's like, nah, this ain't Al Qaeda.
yeah.
This is y'all Qaeda.
Yeah, it's just like we got nothing to
and
do
I was
with
like,
y'all.
that is the most greatest, like, just mirror to this country where I
Bro.
fucking domestic terrorists at the highest level.
I've seen funny memes and whatnot, of course, but there was I think the most significant thing that was just as is was Trump being like, Pence is a coward. He ran away. You know, like that's supposed to be your fucking boy. Like, he
Yeah,
sucks. But like,
facts.
Yeah, no,
it
Pence
almost
will
makes me
follow him,
feel
though.
like they're gonna. Can you imagine Mike Pence having like a Jamie Lannister arc where he comes back around to work for the good guys because he's like, all right, I fucked up.
Yeah, no.
No,
Yeah, no,
I can't.
it's too late.
Throw him to the
we
bears.
ain't got enough time in this season to.
There's a
redeem
lot of
himself.
You did Game of Thrones.
there's a lot of his cabinet members and stuff who are like distancing themselves from him, like Betsy DeVos, the
Oh, yeah, they just
Secretary of
resigned.
Education,
The piece
simply
of
resigned
shit already. She was terrible at her job.
And there's like 2 things that are like really like telling about that. Where the first thing is just like, well, we need you to be there and have your job to do the 25th Amendment to say that he's incapable of being president. So you resigning is a bitch made ass move because you're just trying to not take responsibility and do your job.
Yeah, like
further,
I said, distance
right?
themselves, but in a way that's totally distanced. Like you're not even there to do what you have to
To do the part you have to do.
Yeah.
And then the second thing is just like, bro, there's when that happens, it's just like those 13 days left in your job anyway. So it's just like,
You can't ride this out.
who the fuck do you think? You know, and I don't know. It's just so.
You can't redeem nearly 4 years within a 13-day window.
Yeah. Also, like even that night after when Congress like reconvened or whatever, you had like Ted Cruz sitting there being like, "That was terrible. Like that's un-American," or Lindsey Graham sitting there and being like, "I can't believe that's what we saw." I'm like, nigga. You've been pumping everybody up who just did that for 4 years. Like, are you
What do
kidding
you think
me?
they were gonna do?
Like, bro, and then that morning, Giuliani said, "Fucking." That was the crazy. I think the crazy thing I saw.
Tribal combat?
Yeah, Giuliani was like, "Bro, we're gonna walk down there and we're gonna have a trial by combat." And I was like, "I don't think you should say that, dude. I don't think you should say that."
That's the real that's the real fire starter right there.
The American Bar Association
It's
was
never been the
like,
same since
they were
the
like,
bar.
"We're gonna get rid of his bar status because
That's
of
right.
that." I was just like, "Yeah, you probably shouldn't be telling like 1,000 people, let's go fight,
Yeah.
let's go fight."
Nothing like fucking Olive Garden though. They revoked Sean Hannity's.
Oh,
I think all you can eat pasta
I
pass.
think that came out as a hoax, but it was
Oh, damn
mad
it.
funny,
That's
bro. They
great.
were just like, your pasta pass and your never-ending bread bowl or some short or breadsticks is like revoked. I was just like, oh fuck, the restaurants are getting in on this too, dude.
I mean, shit, literally took a huge chunk off the Republican Party. Like, that shit's in shambles.
Yeah,
right now,
bro.
man.
If the Republicans can't go to Olive Garden, how's Olive Garden supposed to fucking operate?
Bro,
It
anymore.
is
Yeah.
kind of wild that the turnout from that though was that now the presidency, the Senate, and the House are all going to be blue.
Yeah, I
Everything
mean,
flew.
it happened the night before the bullshit even happened.
It did. I thought it was
It's
confirmed
like-
thereafter.
Well, the voting was the day before.
It's
Oh,
like the
okay.
voting was done on that Tuesday, technically. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, bro, it's like Trump is the ultimate loser. If you go to loser.com right now, it's just a picture of Donald Trump, literally. So you know
Log on.
he's a one-term president. He lost the Senate, he lost the Congress, and he lost his reelection. So it's just like, and you might be going to jail, and if you don't go to jail, your boys and your kids are. So it's just like, damn, dude, you should have never took this job, man.
First
like,
president since Johnson not going to be at the inauguration.
Yeah, first president in a minute that no one even fucking wants that shit. Joe Biden, hilariously enough, is coming out and being a baller. Like, I guess they're pumping him full of those steroids again. He was like, Ted Cruz is similar to Goebbels in Nazi France, like on his propaganda machine. He called when he heard Trump wasn't coming to his inauguration, he's like, great, why would he be there? And I was like, there we go, make him sound like a fucking idiot like he is, you know?
Dude, can you imagine fucking Biden being there at the inauguration after all that, like, hey,
and dying?
it just like collapses right
That's
there.
exactly what Kamala wanted the whole time.
And all of a sudden, a car pulls up, and Trump's like, "Am I late? I'm the bigger man." Oh shit!
Yeah, he's just waiting.
Title card.
Trump too.
Trump's full house.
No.
Damn,
Whatever happened to accountability?
Damn. Bar.
Thank you. Thank you.
But yeah, bro, that shit was
That's
crazy.
a bopper.
It was a lot.
That's a bopper.
You really mean it?
It was pretty fucking wild. That shit, like, I had never seen.
That shit lasted hours.
I had never seen some shit like that before. Like, eventually, like, you talk about the comparison to how those people were treated, like, as protesters, compared to how
Real protesters.
we saw protesters being treated last summer. You know what I mean? Like, bruh, the videos of the motherfucking cops just opening the gates and waving people through and taking selfies with the rioters and shit. Like, bro, those are terrorists.
Like,
those are terrorists.
Those cops are terrorists, yeah.
You're right.
It's crazy because, like, during protests, like, I remember seeing even, like, city officials, like, freaking city aldermen and shit, and people, like, under the mayor, they were at the protest, and they even dealt with harassment from the police. So to see that, like, you got fucking hicks, idiots, you got motherfuckers that aren't above a fucking 7th grade reading level, nigga, and they got waved in. But you got government officials that are out there on the front lines during, like, all the protests that they witnessed firsthand and that they dealt with, and they saw on their fellow citizens and constituents and whatnot being abused.
I think it's also important to make a distinction sometimes and remember that, yo, these people aren't just all like stupid, dumb, redneck, hick-ass people. There's
a couple lawmakers.
Not even a couple. Like, look closely at the people who are there. Like, these are people who you know who would just say they're Republican. Like, or you know what I mean? Like, that's how they'll pose to you to not make them seem like radical or extreme out on the outside. You know what I mean? It's like I've heard it before where it's like, you know, these people who have these ideals and you distance yourself so far away from them because you're like, well, I can't agree with you and we're so polarized these days or whatever. And then they keep diving deeper and deeper into the rabbit hole and then they're fucking at this rally somehow. You know what I mean? So sometimes it's like not even just like the traditional who we would imagine, or like
because the Buffalo man,
it's not just like the classic like Confederate at this thing. You know what I mean? Like, look at who's there. You know, a lot of people they made the argument where they were just like, well, clearly there was no Antifa there. Like, they didn't look like Antifa. And I'm just like, I don't know, man. I see a lot of young minorities at this thing too, unfortunately. So like, I think
shout out to Latinos for Trump.
Looking at not a shout out to Latinos for Trump, but like look at like who, like, I don't know, the event really shed a light on the problem. You know what I mean? That the Trump problem, the thing where, you know, Trump is even not in office, he's still going to be this thing, you know, in this figure. I told Cam, like, before, early this morning, I was like, the FBI is, like, doing their biggest investigation in, like, years on this Capitol thing. Like, it's like some guy came out, former FBI director came out and said, like, the scope of the investigation is, like, unprecedented. So, like, they are not, it might seem to us like, oh, they're not arresting people or whatever, but, like, nah, they're taking it crazy.
I've seen a lot of it
serious.
popping up.
My favorite thing is of all like the major like news things. Like, remember this picture from this guy from the Capitol raid? Yeah, he's arrested
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Remember this guy? Yeah, they got him too. Remember
loving
this
this
guy?
shit,
They
dude.
got the laptop and him. It's just
Let's
like
play
everything.
and here's to you, Mrs. Robinson, showing everybody getting arrested.
They all shaved their beards. Yeah, they did.
There's a lot of dudes where there's a lot of things that didn't get reported that happen that are scary as fuck, bro. They stole Nancy Pelosi's laptop.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah,
That
that's
is
unethical.
fucking insane. Unethical, Reed.
So
they stole
if-
the Speaker of the House of the country.
I'm sorry, very, very bad.
Yeah, that too, dude. I'm just saying. I mean, clearly it's
Have
like
another beer, please.
clearly it's like encrypted, and there's no way that like you
Yeah,
can get into
but
it or
hey,
whatever.
who knows?
But
Yo, you
just
just
the
open that
concept
shit.
of like
The fact that they were even
if
able to do it.
That's not some shit that happens like on like the Blacklist or 24 or something. You know what I mean? That's not something that happens in real motherfucking life.
Yeah,
You know?
dude, like what the fuck?
You don't steal the laptop with the files of the whatever the fuck she has on there. I don't know what she has on there. Something.
If any nudes of Angel leak out, you know, look at Pelosi's.
I was talking to Efren the other day at work, and he was mentioning to me how there was no protocol at all for any of the there was no security protocol taken at all because of the shock and the suddenness of everything that happened. So
I can
laptops were left open, and books were. And doors were left unlocked.
Files
and,
were exposed,
You know what I mean?
probably.
Things were just left on desks and shit. So just imagine, really, sink your head into,
Tabs are open.
being there with bad intention. You know what I mean? Like, imagine having, a bad intention and, running in there and, it's you don't even have to pick a lock. You don't even have to, guess a password.
Bro,
it's
they
just
didn't do
oh
anything
my
crazy.
God.
They just broke windows and walked in.
That's why they're fucking idiots.
It looks
Yeah.
honestly looks like pictures of people in a museum at times when they were walking through
Yeah,
those
yo,
halls.
because they didn't know where the hell they was going, and some of them, this was their first time in there.
They
They're
also
like,
posed for
wow.
pictures. The one guy got arrested had his work badge on, so they
Yup,
literally
I saw
fired
that
him right
shit.
away.
Oh, yeah, that guy got fired, too.
I saw one
feel-
guy, he worked for Kid Rock's restaurant. He
Oh,
got
really?
fired, too. That shit's funny as hell.
Multi-layered.
There's I saw some guy in Southern California. He owned a candy shop, and they
to the
found out
candy
they
shop.
saw him, and now the entire city's boycotting his candy store.
Shit.
It's like, bro, don't get caught at the motherfucking coup.
Oh yeah.
You know what I
dude.
mean? Don't get caught at the fucking coup, you idiot. What's
wear a
wrong
mask.
with you?
And yo, and not even on some COVID, whatever. Yo, also, if you're gonna do criminal shit like that, wear a fucking mask.
Yeah.
Like that's a criminal 101.
These guys went.
As if there's not another reason to wear a mask these days.
For real.
I got a news alert earlier that was just like many U.S. Congress people could face coronavirus exposure from the coup. I'm like, fucking yeah, bro. We're still in a pandemic, bro. Oh fuck. What was there to gain? Mike told me the other day. He was like, yo, imagine going down to Washington D.C. and dying for this cause. Just imagine it, dude. Imagine going, I'll go down there and I'll put my motherfucking life on the line for Trump. I'll put my goddamn life on the goddamn line for Trump.
What's the payoff been at all?
Losing, failure over and over again. Just looking like the fucking dumb idiot every single time.
I thought the craziest fact was the Blue Lives Matter people killed more police in one day than 9 months of Black Lives Matter.
Bro, do you think do you think the government is going to take losing a cop during that thing lightly? Do you think, you know what I mean? What were you thinking? You guys.
Now their
oh
hands are
my
tied. They
God.
have to do some shit.
What a fucking total mess. I mean, it's kind of sad, but at least they got him off all the websites.
I was
and
gonna
shit.
say,
Yeah, he's
yeah.
off everything.
It's kind of insane that it took a failed
13
coup,
days.
a failed coup
Is
attempt.
that what it takes to get? People have been banned for less on Twitter, so
Dude.
that's what it takes for him.
We used to get in Twitter jail for tweeting too much of anything.
Yo, bro, they shut down my whole Facebook account for a sexy picture of me because my balls were exposed.
Do you have this picture?
Nah, that was definitely.
That seems.
worth it.
It's in the
reasonable.
shadow.
I would have banned you for your hairy balls too.
You know what's funny? That means someone reported that. Facebook doesn't just look.
They
that
straight
means
snitched on me,
that
bro.
means someone that knows you on Facebook was just like, I don't find 89.
Yo, sometimes those algorithms be crazy because I'll be posting some Japanese pro wrestling woman, but she got kind of maybe half a nipple out, and I'll post it on my story, and immediately Instagram will be like, hey, so we saw that thing you posted on your story. And
I've had that happen before too.
we're not fucking with that.
That's because they got robots now scanning everything.
Yeah,
There's
scanning
like-
titties, robots.
there's an areola.
Yo, the robots are like, that's a
Areola
nipple.
bot,
They got
areola
nipple
bot,
robots.
That's a
areola
nipple.
bot,
They got
areola
nipple
bot,
robots,
areola
yo.
bot.
Areola.
Yo, Zuckerberg just hates nipples. So when they finally got a hold of fucking Instagram, he was just like, get the fucking nipple bots on there.
He's like,
Damn.
nipples are the most human thing.
So,
I hate them.
It's a sidetrack. You said Zuckerberg. It reminds me. I hate this. But Imani says when I do my polite voice, my quote unquote polite voice, I sound like Zuckerberg in the Sweet Baby Ray's video.
Oh, that's not good.
No, it's not good.
Yeah,
We're making a Sweet Baby Ray's.
Yeah, we're smoking those meats.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're smoking meats all day. Yeah, I love you. You gotta love my meats.
Dude, so he's what is Shopify anyway?
Shopify is like a e-commerce store, so it's like one of the big like things you can
They
sell
handle
shit on.
online sales.
So
Yeah,
Magus
so-
hats are probably done for, right?
I mean,
No, like,
obviously, there's
anyone can
different
sell
ways you
MAGA
can
hats.
sell them.
Anyone can be. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, the big ones were Twitter. Twitter was only 12 hours, and then everyone else banned him. And I guess Jack was like, "Oh, all right, y'all being for real about this? All right, word. I guess let's do it."
It's like, right, I was going to do that too.
I was totally doing it. 12-hour one was just woo.
I was thinking what you guys were doing, really.
Yeah, you guys banning him? All right, well, he's banned. He's been banned, dude.
fuck it.
Yeah.
He's totally banned.
Dude, I did
If
it
you're
first.
in, I'm in.
Yeah.
You know we're banning Trump? Yeah, we're banning Trump. Yeah, we're banning Trump.
It's like,
Yo,
okay.
Pinterest.
We're banning Trump.
Yo,
banning
come
Trump.
over here.
Yo.
I think it was Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok,
Twitch.
Twitch,
Pinterest.
Pinterest, Olive Garden. You know, all of them.
Black
You know,
Planet.
people have made the joke. People made the joke where like Trump's sitting on the toilet right now. He's like reading his shampoo bottles because he's got nothing to look at on his phone. His phone's just a fucking brick right now. He's like, let me go check. Fuck.
You know,
That's
Oh,
it.
man.
Trump can't come on the post-party-cyph.
Nope.
Yeah,
Yo.
Nick, sorry, dude. You're
Damn,
also banned.
banned.
Yo, Trump banned from post-party-cyph.
Yo, dude.
Add
Yeah.
to the list.
Donnie, I was going to say, Donnie, I don't know what I was going to say. Fuck it. But you know what?
Reid, I like how you just aborted that one. You were like, fuck this
I
joke.
was like, I either do this or I spend 20 more seconds being like, what was it? You were saying the Twitter shit earlier. We can't forget. I almost forgot.
We're animated, totally insane.
They pushed me on and paced me.
They pushed me and they tased me.
Have you seen that one?
Oh, of course.
Okay, I just want to make
that shit was
sure.
great.
The
Everyone-
onions in her eyes and everything, yo.
Oh yeah, she
what
had,
did
an
you
onion
think?
she had an onion towel.
Again, like if you really want to be like, if you don't want to face repercussions, mask up. If you want to be believed that you're crying, don't have the onion nearby.
Yeah,
Don't hold it on
don't
your
be
fucking
holding
side.
an onion towel.
Like it's like a purse
It's
or,
crazy.
or
The
sandwich.
conspiracy actors and all that shit.
Oh,
Yeah, man.
dude.
There's a lot goes into those. I give them that for like planning stuff like that. That's like great A effort, but it's just like,
Yeah,
you know,
yo.
they don't.
I mean, and they're doing it off of like the main sites too, because they also just shut down Parler, which was the website that all the QAnons and the weird Trumpies were fucking meeting and discussing their shit.
Really?
Yeah. So Parler, if you guys don't know, Parler was like I'm saying past tense now because just yesterday it got taken off of the Apple Store and the Google Play Store because of QAnon shit. But it was the social media app that was made specifically to like not inhibit your free speech.
Right.
This is where you could come and you won't get fucked up by
Yeah.
Facebook or
Just a warning. This isn't for those pussy snowflakes.
yeah. This isn't
This ain't no
this isn't an SJW fucking piece of shit. Yeah, like, yeah, exactly.
Little fuck.
So you have like Ted Cruz and Donald Trump Jr. on there, and literally everyone who was at the Capitol was probably there in Parler. But
They all met there.
so they had there was a big shutdown where no one could go on, and then yesterday there was this thing where like some senator, some Republican senator, she like put like we're not on Twitter anymore. Like respond with your email addresses and your phone numbers. And it was like hundreds of replies, and people were like, okay, well, now we have a giant docs list for all the people who are probably at the fucking Capitol building. It's just like, you fucking idiots. Trump said he's going to make a new social media because he got kicked off of all of them. Yeah, so
What's it gonna be called? You think?
Trump.
Trump?
Dude, honestly,
Yeah,
I
catch me on Trump, dude.
MAGA Nation.
I
feel
hope
like
Hit me
someone.
up on that Trump.
feel like
Someone
it's the
gets the name.
scariest stuff like now, like because again, it's not. it's not only about like his policies or all that, but like what he inspires in the people. And like you said, he's going to continue to be able to do that, which is very upsetting. But like, I wonder what it's going to be. I wonder how much effect it's actually going to have, or if he's going to be able to take these fucking punches down, because he's getting punched down.
Hey man,
recently.
it's super depressing and not a fun thought to think about, but must be said, you know, I don't know if you guys have seen it on Twitter. It's like the one where Hitler's first failed coup attempt was in 1923, and then he rose to power in 1933. So it's just like,
You think Trump can last that long?
oh, like literally just like stay alive.
Yeah,
It depends where he goes.
That's a good point. How old was Hitler when he did all the Hitler stuff?
way younger.
Yeah, he still had
Way
some.
younger.
He had that youthful exerence.
So
I'm
that's
so glad
what
I got
call
to
it,
use that
Hitler
word.
youth.
Is the floor shaking?
Yeah, I was thinking
Yes.
that same shit. I'm like, yo, is someone seasoned?
Yeah, it's one of the it's their washing machine on the other side. Fees and I were
Yo,
talk-
what's an earthquake, nigga?
Yo, it's an earthquake right now, you guys.
Fees and I were talking about this. That it's like the trade-off of, you know, I talk about these new condos. Like, man, they have no character. This place got character. Have you seen the doors? Have you seen the windows? But I felt this room and heard it like with audible bangs when Debbie was doing a meat mallet 3 floors down.
What if it wasn't that and there's a coup coming?
Yeah, what if they're what if you have white supremacists in your walls planning the next coup?
I hear them sometimes climbing.
They're going.
No, those are just squirrels.
Damn, Jordan Peele should get in on this.
Yo, I feel
Yeah.
like
Feels
someone's got to
like-
make some good shit off of the content that we just got, bro. Like, dude, it's just
Like you said, World War Z, have them climbing the building.
what? Did you guys saw the
It was
picture?
looking like Maze Runner.
You guys saw the picture of the inauguration on day 1 of his
Yeah.
presidency, and
Oh,
then day
God,
like
yeah,
1000 whatever, and it was just like burnt and like, oh my god,
Bro,
fucking crazy.
He
dude.
really fucking did it to himself. Although you're right, I'm not going to underestimate him because he's got that way of speaking. Fuck the bastard, but
I don't even know if it's like so much that he will be like the danger, rather than like what he has like dusted off and like brought to the forefront. It's just like, yo, fuck it, we're gonna be as ignorant as possible again. Like, we back on this ignorant shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, who cares? So now he has a bunch of people. There's probably still senators now who are like still on his dick even
Oh, hell
after
yeah.
this, who
Maybe
like
more so.
who are purposely doing it so that in 2024 or whatever they can run on the platform of like, hey, yo, remember that Trump shit? I'm gonna push forward that Trump stuff, but I'm smart. I'm an actual politician.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm an actual like. So it's, you know, we just gotta stay fucking eyes straight.
Let's see who's gonna be on the MAGA ticket.
You know, if these Democrats have a lot to do
yeah,
when it comes to, you know, making the people feel like we got to keep that shit in the dark, because all it takes is the Democrats to not do shit. And
Oh,
then
yeah.
and then people be
Which-
like, man, maybe we should try another celebrity.
yeah, DNC has definitely proven before that they're very capable of not doing shit.
Not doing garbage. But yeah.
But I say in my best news reporter voice. Hold on, let me get a little sip of the beer. 1, 2, 3. Breathe it a little bit.
What do you?
okay.
What?
But this election did not just apprehend the fate of Donald Trump, but also of the once presidential candidate Kanye West in his relationship with wife and mogul Kim Kardashian.
Do you guys know what just happened?
I was gonna segue into that, but I was gonna do it way smoother, but that was hard.
It's time for Reid News Weekly.
All right, Reed, tell
segment.
us about the Kanye and Kim situation.
Apparently they broke up. I read about this while I was watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine all day, smoking weed and wearing the same clothes from the last 2 days. What actually happened with that, guys?
I feel like that's most of the information.
Yeah,
that
Just gave
exists.
out all the info.
It's
Oh,
like
okay.
I think people think they broke up.
Yeah, man.
But the might be okay?
Nah, love doesn't exist anymore, man.
I don't.
Reed said that with some actual word, and he said, "But they might all be okay, but it might be just fine." I'm like, I don't know, Reed. I'll let you know soon. buddy.
You know what this means, though?
They can reconcile.
We're gonna get a lot more of Keeping Up with Kardashians on a streaming service, and we're gonna get a mediocre Kanye album.
Well, Keeping Up with the Kardashians had its last season,
But I think they're going to Hulu now.
like with new episodes.
Exclusive.
New show, I think, but same shit.
Yo, that'd be crazy.
They're all old now, though. It's so weird. Kim Kardashian is like 40 or some shit.
People don't
Really?
Yeah, man. People respected
That's not
Joan
too-
Rivers.
What?
People respected Joan Rivers till she passed, man.
Yeah,
And
but
how
she was
old
just making fun of reality stars. She wasn't a reality star anymore, or never
I
was.
was gonna say how much is Kanye West, but I meant like how
much is Kanye?
How much is he in years?
Kanye's probably like 39.
39.
I was gonna say
I'm
40.
just saying his 40s.
I'm gonna guess. Let's see. Kanye West is 43.
Wow.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I said like years ago when I was like in high school that Kanye West and Kim Kardashian are not gonna be together forever. I mean, I don't give a fuck about that type of shit that much, but like I don't know. That's just too much like fame and like money together to make sense. Like no super rich and famous couple stays together. They just end up wanting to be alone. Like I said the other day, I was just like, I don't think Kanye will, if this ends up being real, I don't see him getting with another woman for the rest of his like public famous life. I don't think he's gonna have another Kim Kardashian. Whereas Kim Kardashian will probably like date a white man next and everyone will be like, white boys are in again.
Yeah. Hooray!
Yeah.
Can't wait for the Reid photo shoot.
Time to go to Vineyard Vines, Cameron.
Do you think people that famous and that rich have prenups with each other? Like, does Kim or Kanye want any of each other's money?
I don't think they care.
They have so much of their own.
No, right? It's got to be so disposable. It's like in Breaking Bad when they walk in that storage unit and it's just like a giant pile of cash.
He's like, you can have some of this, I guess.
Yeah. Like, you want to trade piles?
Damn, yo, wait. If Kanye doesn't get the kids, though, that's going to make for some crazy music.
Like any custody at all, or does he want full?
If it comes out and Kim's just like, I'm divorcing Kanye because, he's fucking crazy. You know what I mean? We're like,
Crazy. That's how Kim sounds.
It's like, do you have any evidence to support the fact that Kanye West is crazy? I don't know. The last like 5 years of his public life.
He's going to be like...
that is Kim Kardashian's voice for some reason.
He's going to get full custody, but she's still going to say that. And he's going to wind up doing... it does.
That was Marsh.
It's
Call
gonna,
me.
it's going to wind up being one of those things where like he just grows them up in like a cellar that looks like a house, but he's like, yeah, we can't go out because of the nuclear fallout. But look at the TV. He's like, Kanye West is the best. Kanye West is the best. And people marching to the street.
No, they just grow up like in the cellar with Kanye West as the president. He's just like, listen, I'm the president. I'm the president, guys. This is why I need to lock you up in the cellar.
It's not safe to come out.
You are the Secretary of Defense.
They're like talking amongst themselves while he's not around. He's like, well, why would Daddy lie to us? He's the president. You know what I mean? He's the president of the world.
Like, hey, what are you talking about? Like, I was watching the news. I remember.
Daddy, why is the country so small? It's
Just like, the country's just a cellar. Shut up. I'm like, damn, Kanye. Oh.
And then she just discovers his phone and sees like Kim Kardashian. Like, my once husband, Kanye West, is a madman. And they say, whoa. That's my dad. I'm done with this bit.
Did anybody else see just Reid's brain just vomit all over like the keyboard just now?
I'm glad I'm not the only one who saw that.
Over it.
Yeah, you just slimed me.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of slime, what game is it on the Nickelodeon Times right now?
You want to watch football on Nickelodeon?
Well, I heard you could do
Because you could do that right now live on
Yay.
Nickelodeon.
When they scored a touchdown earlier, they put slime on the TV.
Slime everywhere.
Yep.
Segue.
Oh, I'm just mentioning.
Reid Segway King, yo.
But now it's time for another presidential candidate. Football game on Nickelodeon. Football game on Nickelodeon.
For president.
Football game on Nickelodeon for President Kanye West. Coup. Shia LaBeouf canceled.
Keep going.
Cheesy steak.
Cheesy, nice.
Like, comment, subscribe, please.
Yes.
That
If
is
you
true.
don't do that, every time you like, comment, subscribe, I do this a little less.
Free breaks.
We're like
because
30 minutes late. Shit.
Fuck. Yeah, before we're like, we got to the beginning, we started up like, yeah. What's up, guys?
Reid, don't tell them how bad we are.
The Warriors, that's right. Because you know what happened? Like, we were all ready to go, and you had the clink. We were all like, oh, yeah, the Warriors. That movie's sweet. And
Is that what we did, Reid?
No.
Are you regaling us of something that happened like 30 minutes ago?
People do that for things that happened 10 seconds ago.
Only you.
No, not just me.
All right, anyway.
Football's on Nickelodeon.
Slimy.
Baseline's Michael Thomas, and he got a touchdown, I think.
We watched the first.
That was Saints and Bears.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Was there a reason why specifically they were doing it on Nickelodeon?
Why not, bro?
Were they doing like some sort of outreach with the children?
Well, yeah, the presentation definitely gave off that vibe.
SpongeBob's there, bro.
Yeah.
Patrick's there.
They had Alvin
Was
versus
there.
Alvin the Chipmunks. I forget
Alvin
that.
Kamara.
I don't know what the player's name was.
Alvin
Kamara.
Chipmunk.
We only care about the Giants players.
No, that's not true.
That's not true. We like sports.
We like sports.
And Tom Brady.
And
And
the-
Antonio Brown.
Tom Brady
Like
blew
that.
Name your
up.
I like that.
favorite. Name your favorite NFL player.
The Go team.
Go team. I like that.
Oh, you know
I
what?
do like the Chiefs.
I was ready to say my favorite team, and you said player, so I was not ready. So I'm going to say
No, that's a player.
Theo Katim. Wow. Theo Katim.
Yo,
Honestly, I thought he was saying Theo Gatim. I'm like, that could be African.
That's what I said. Theo Katim.
What's your position?
yeah.
Football.
What do they?
Football. Replaces the football.
Theo Katim is the name of the football.
Oh, wait. Theo Katim is a player. The position.
Yeah, what
The go pass.
The go.
They go,
Aha.
that's a very important. That's an important position to play. The go pass.
The thing is, I know some football shit. It's just that when I get this neutral space, I lean into the let me just be a dumb fuck for a minute. It's fun. You know?
All right, so name an actual football player then.
Name one active.
Tanquan Davis.
I feel
Yo,
like that was,
I said I spewed out active names.
Oh, you did? Fuck.
I thought you were gonna say Tom Brady. Reed. You do a
Yeah,
good Tom
I
Brady.
was like so ready for that.
Nathan Bradley.
Taekwon Davis sounds like a black kung fu guy, dude. I'm Taekwon Davis.
Taekwon Davis.
And
That sounds like one
Tom
from the
Taekwon
Kid
Davis.
Peele NCAA
Oh, yeah.
sketch. Sounds like
My name is Taekwon Davis, running back. All right, well, football. I mean, we don't really care about the games.
Nah, that's what I was just saying.
It's just
I
cool
just
that it's
like
on
those-
Nickelodeon.
Yeah. And it's for the kids. The kids can watch football and know it's okay to pass them around.
Nah, I think it's cool just to have the presentation on Nickelodeon because I think there may be some kids who are like maybe upset that they're not getting normal Nickelodeon programming, but to see Slime, to see that Alvin the Chipmunk graphic,
They're
to
going to
see-
storm the Capitol when they realize they were not able to watch Cat Dog.
My favorite thing.
Imagine if those are Kanye fans.
Oh my god.
That stormed the Capitol.
Wait a second. Imagine if fucking children stormed the Capitol.
Yo,
The cops are like, we can take kids
can.
cars.
nah, yo, that'd be the biggest like
Imagine they're
child
more
abuse
successful.
situation. Like, yo, because them cops would have just been kicking kids.
Nah,
They
imagine
would have
they're
been
more
swinging on
successful.
kids.
Nah,
they,
dude.
I said like they wouldn't use
Imagine
the
they
guns
do
on
it.
them. But
They
you're
break
thinking,
in.
you guys are both. Well, Cam, you might be thinking
World
about
War
it
Z
right.
kids?
You're thinking about it all wrong. Kids are smaller, so they can fit into more spaces than large adults could. Right?
That's-
So imagine kids. Imagine like also same amount of room that the adults took, but kids. So instead of like
A
a
lot of
1,000
kids.
kids, like 1,000,000 kids.
Have we had this conversation about like how many kids can
Yeah,
you
we
can beat
have.
up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like how many
We talked about it on the podcast,
Okay.
right?
Probably one of the first episodes.
Oh, yeah, that's a classic right there.
Dude, it's gonna be like in Aliens. So like, because they're small, they can fit anywhere, and they're all in the Capitol. It's like 5 meters, man, 4, and then like they look in the fucking the vents, and the kids are just crawling in towards
Game
the
over,
centers.
man.
Yeah, yeah.
Game over.
Fuck
Man.
these kids.
How many kids would it take to successfully take the Capitol building?
Slightly less than there were Trumpies.
I would send
Whoa.
500.
So you're saying less kids than there was.
Kids are smart, man.
Whoa.
Those guys weren't smart.
Wait, how many people were there?
I feel like there was like 1,000.
You could send probably 500 kids to infiltrate that place. You send about 100 from 5 different angles.
What's
What's
an example?
You didn't need them like climbing walls.
Nah,
when
man,
you,
they
when
go
you
through
can
the
easily just
basement.
take the fucking stairs.
What's the example of a success? Because
What is success?
They got in Nancy
got it.
Pelosi's office. You know what I'm saying? They got in the motherfucking
They
in
have
the
to take
congressional hall.
Mike Pence's head.
Oh, fucking.
So these kids are
God,
ruthless. Yeah.
bro.
One of the kids
Sass is a body.
Whoever becomes Mike Pence next wins.
Oh my
I
How
like
to
that
become
game.
Mike Pence? You have to wear him. Okay.
And then never mind. I don't want to go further down that rabbit hole.
If Trump actually
The
gave them
Secret
a
Service is
object-
gonna shut this
I'm
podcast
saying,
down.
Trump
know
did
too
not. He gave them such a vague objective.
Yeah, Trump didn't even. That's a good point. I saw like one thing. Some reporter on the street. He was like, "What's the goal here?" And they were like,
We're hanging out.
"Free speech.
We're hanging out.
We're exercising our right to protest." She's like, "But what is the goal? What do you guys want to
protest.
do?" 1776. You're just like, all
One
right,
woman,
you-
84.
I don't think they know what they want to do, really.
People
but
literally
okay.
went there just to smoke weed in there.
Yo,
It's
because
just
that's the
hilarious.
thing. They got in there, but then what, guys? Like you did
Yo,
it.
you have to get out.
You not only that, if you want to do a coup, you got to stay there.
And
That's gonna be
kids would
like
have did it though, because like some guys were just walking around MC. Kids just want to just trifle with shit.
kids just would have been like in the middle of the lobbies playing with like fire trucks, like psh, 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 psh.
Like
It's
they
oh,
would have
so
been
many
climbing
fucking
every
kids.
statue
Yeah, but
that
you can
fell. They
catapult.
would have been.
You can catapult
Excuse
a
me?
kid through the window. Here's what I'm thinking. You tie one kid, he's the catapult.
No, but it's only kids. So are kids going to have created this on their own?
There's a large kid who is the handler. A smaller one with glasses, he's the engineer. He just learned about
Engineer kid's name.
Thrus.
You should have said fucking Theo.
Theo. Sorry, yeah, Thrus
You're
wasn't even
bad
trying.
at names.
I know, I just
you
say
come up with
sounds.
names that aren't names.
Okay, what about this? Peter. Yeah, all right, that's what I thought.
The catapult.
So Peter, quote, the catapult Tomlinson, he is the head engineer. Bruce, he is the one who's just a big kid. He launches the catapult. Ty, one kid has the ball. There's a kid strapped to his back. The
Okay.
first kid's gonna get
So
wiped
there's-
out by the glass and debris.
Oh my God.
So the one that's on the back is the one that actually storms the cap.
So the first kid is just armored in?
Yeah.
Oh my God. I feel like
I'll enjoy it while I'm here because once I'm out, I don't want to go back in.
I was gonna say, so you got one kid, whoever the leader is, has to look in and see on the Senate who has a kid of a similar age.
All right, time out.
There's how you.
now it's
infiltrate.
crazy because
Some of
now
the-
if you start talking about the children of the politicians, they can like at home fill up USB hard drives full of, the stuff
Secrets.
from their laptops at home.
Oh, yes.
You know what I mean? Because I don't know what I mean.
They don't even need to go to the Coup. Capitol Hill Coup.
Oh no, bro! They do the hoop without even realizing, man.
Dude, the Coup happened before the Coup.
So the place-
the
place where the Senate goes to like be safe and shit during that shit, the kids are there.
Fuck, dude. They're hiding in their parents' trench coats.
All right, some of those adults. Are these kids armed with any type of weaponry? Like are we talking like knives,
Like sandbox equipment at the max.
sandbox equipment? Wait. How old are these kids that are upset about Nickelodeon?
We're talking like
Fifth grade.
okay, remember the large kid and the engineer? Those are the oldest kid, and the large kid is
What-
sixth grader.
what
He's
grade?
just big,
Yeah.
and the engineer
Alright,
is a
so-
seventh grader, but that's the oldest.
Okay,
Okay.
so on average,
It's like 12?
third grade, fourth graders.
On
On average.
But they got a lot of third graders.
They,
like a lot.
but they
Like
ain't
a
got
fuck
they ain't got
ton.
no knives, no forks.
One.
Why would they have knives and forks?
They got
don't know,
plastic
man.
knives.
I think a few of them
I'm thinking
have.
about like, if they got weaponry, they might
Yeah.
fuck these cops up.
I think one of them has a
the same.
pail or something like that.
No, they
with
just
different blunt
suffocate the
weapons,
cops, bro.
But like,
Like imagine 15 kids on a cop, just like holding him down.
Just
He
ripping
can't
at
get
his
up.
face.
Yeah,
that's a good point. If one brought a dog from home, that would be an unexpected wild card.
World War Z shit.
Because they're busy being like, these kids have
Yes.
shovels, and then the dog comes and gets them on the neck.
I feel like I just came into clarity of what we're doing.
And they got a dog.
like I literally just had like a shiver go through my body, and I just
you
went,
thought about children ripping at your flesh.
wait a second, what are we?
It's like in Boogie Nights when he's on the
What are we
couch.
talking
And he's
about
like,
here?
I gotta get out of here.
Yeah,
What am
I
I
was
doing
like,
with my life?
this is fucked up. This is terrible. Kids would never stage a coup.
Do you think? Do you think the children would
Are the
do-
future? If we treat them well, then they will carry on.
Absolutely.
Yes,
I do think that.
Absolutely.
What's the
Amen,
name of
brother.
the children warrior gang?
Warrior Juniors.
The kids, what is he?
The Kid.
Overalls and striped shirts underneath the overalls,
Old Navy.
and they carry the screwdriver in tribute to their founder Tommy Pickles, he killed Joe Biden.
Wow.
Tommy Pickles stormed the coup he stormed the Capitol building in 2022 and killed Joe Biden.
Where's Mitch McConnell from again?
Where is Stu
Kentucky.
Pickles?
Kentucky.
What happened?
Where is Stu Pickles, and what are his thoughts on his son,
Listen,
the Biden killer?
If Stu Pickles was important, his son would have never turned into what he turned into.
So
Good point.
So you're saying Stu neglected Tommy, and he turned into this?
Maybe not neglect, but it wasn't enough.
Damn. All right. How does Dylan feel?
Dill?
Yeah.
Just call him Dylan?
Yes. He's an adult.
Did they call him Dylan in All Grown Up?
I don't think
Not
so.
That was
No.
Dill.
Like, I think his name is Dill because it's
Nah, it's Dill,
Dill.
man.
It's like Dill Pickle.
Yeah. He adult now though. He's like, nah, I'm not fucking with this pickle shit.
Yo, you just like totally took me out of the immersion by calling Dill Pickles Dylan Pickles.
Dylan Pickles.
Like, I'm totally.
He's Dylan Pickles.
I don't
now.
know how to fucking feel.
Yo, he an adult now.
like imagine Susan Carmichael.
Yeah.
Shoot, that bitch she got a good job.
That's immediately a
That-
white
that-
girl.
She got a government job.
Susan.
There's a guy that he's
Susan Carmichael.
Susan Carmichael is one of those like black Trumpers.
She work in the fourth ward.
Nah, she
Susan
works for-
Carmichael. She vote for change.
She
Susan
works
Carmichael
with Candace
for
Owens.
city alderman.
buddy Mikey Carbonero. He's like a grade or two below us.
Is that how we're gonna introduce people?
Yeah.
It's like,
17 grades
Tommy.
above me. My mom, she's like 40th grades above me. But yeah, like he's like, I just always remember him being like, just kind of like a chill little dude. He's like always like, what's up? And then I saw him walking up the street one day 2 years ago when I first moved back in like a full bank suit and slacks. I was like, yo, that's Michael Carbonero
Oh, his name changed.
because of the growth.
What is your turn into? Your Reid Rinaldi. What do you turn into when you wear a suit?
I'm reading
And working
pool
at-
pants.
Then he becomes Read Off.
A Reid off.
Read off?
Read Off Rinaldi.
That sounds crazy, and I don't like it.
He reads crazy, you know.
Read off
like,
the Reid Rinaldi.
Cameron. Call you Cameron.
Camerona.
I like Cameron.
Cameroon.
Cameroon.
What?
Why we say that like Japanese people?
Angel Israel. How is that? Schweisel.
Don't call me by my government name ever fucking again in your life, dude.
Yo, you
I
sound
will
like
fucking kill you.
Yeah, how
Somebody-
about
you sound-
89 the brain challenge?
Yeah.
Ah,
How about
government
Alan
name.
Grant?
Nah, shoot.
thought your name was Ian Malcolm.
When I get when I get grown and sexy,
Junior.
it's Alan Jones. It's Alan Jones.
AJ.
Alan J. What? Can I call you AG?
Nah, I was AJ when I was a child.
Yeah.
AG.
Anytime your mom would come to the door and be like, "Is AJ here? Or is AJ around?" Every time my head would be like, "Ha! Hey yo, AJ!
AJ had dreads, right?
I did.
You had dreads?
Yes.
That's crazy."
Pull up a picture of AJ.
Shit.
Yo, picture of Chief Keef. Picture of a young girl sweatshirt.
Yeah, put like asterisk. Not really 89.
Picture of a Whoopi Goldberg.
Picture of Cher in the
It's
Gap
like
commercial.
best we could do.
Whoopi Goldberg.
Oh my
Picture of fucking
gosh.
like Zach De What's his name? Fuck. Zach De La Roca? Rocca?
Rocha.
Rocha. Jesus Christ.
You stopped that momentum like a Mack truck, and I'll never fucking
Wow.
Wait, here we go.
We just segue into the last topic.
All right.
Wait, have we talked about everything else?
We didn't
already?
get the last one on there, or the last two, kind of. I mean,
Yeah, the last casualty of the the Pog Champ has fallen.
Oh yeah, Gutex. So it's, the Pog, if you all know on Twitch, they got all the different types of emotes and stuff.
Yeah, educate me. I don't know nothing about this.
So on Twitch, there's different emotes. Like, remember back on AIM, or even now with emojis, you could like, it's like little smileys and shit. But on
Word.
Twitch, when you become a affiliate, or if you become a partner, you can like make a custom emote, or you can just like make your own emotes and like put them into Twitch or whatever, in a different way. But the most popular one on Twitch was called the PogChamp, and it was a picture of this old streamer and content creator named Gutex, who, yeah, I don't even really know the history of why it became so popular, but it's this picture right here, and it eventually turned into this, and it's like the most popular emo ever. But that motherfucker's some right-wing crazy nut fuck like everyone else eventually turns into, we've realized. And the day of the Capitol building storm thing, he was like, yeah, that shit was lit or something. You know what I mean? He said something that pissed off Twitch, and that night Twitch was like, we're getting rid of PogChamp. There he is, like, sorry, we know it's mad important to you guys or whatever. It's like your favorite shit. Sorry, we don't care. We don't support that shit. And everyone surprisingly was like, cool, whatever. We're with it.
And you said a really cool alternative that like they're going with a different Twitch user that every day.
Yeah, so like a bunch of Twitch users make like their own version of a PogChamp. So I think they're gonna like if you type in PogChamp now, it'll just like be like whoever's they decided that day's version of the PogChamp. So they found some alternatives. I follow some streamers still from back when we were streaming more seriously who were like, I guess there was like a level of sarcasm or irony to it, but like they were just like, what are we gonna do without PogChamp? Like it was our favorite emote. And I'm just like, dude, just put in a different surprised face. You know what I mean? Like
right, yeah.
One that's not like imagine if like I don't know. Poop emoji? Imagine if the PogChamp was Tory Lanez doing the surprise face and then he shot Megan Thee Stallion. You don't want to use the Tory Lanez surprised emoji anymore.
No.
You know what I mean?
Fuck that. Also, sorry, as a sidebar, that's kind of crazy. Kind of really drives home how long we've been doing the podcast. We talked about that on here, but that was like a while ago.
What?
Tory Lanez.
That wasn't that long ago. It was like November or something.
Oh.
Then we gave Reed too much weed this time.
I gave me too much weed.
Yeah.
Once again, I am fooled. For usually, if I get too stoned, I'm crippled, not unlike a lamb bitten by the wolf.
Yeah, I really want to apologize for Reed this episode. He's just...
I would like to say thank you for Reed.
I just really don't.
Thank you for Reed.
Comment, like, subscribe for Reed. If you're still here, that means you like Reed.
Yeah, if you're watching at this point, type Reed in the comments, and I'll give you a shout out.
Did you do it?
Episode.
Did you do it yet? Did you do it, guys?
I hope no one does it.
I hope no one does it either. But if they do it, maybe you'll have to make a cake.
Yo, Cam, you buying them Tesla stocks, bro?
You did, right?
I bought a couple. But
I mean, he already rich off the stock, though.
yeah, but he's trying to get richer.
Nah, I'm just gonna infiltrate him with the kids.
We're gonna do the Coup.
The Kidz.
Elon
bro.
Musk, cool. Let's
Yo,
do it.
Coup de Kidz.
Honestly, I think his kid's gonna be in on it.
Yo, Grimes.
Why
is,
you name me that?
Grimes is really married to the. Grimes is really married to the most rich man in the world, dude.
She's gonna make more rat electronica music.
Yo, her music videos are about to be fucking stupid.
Do you think this is
Excited.
him being the richest man is like a part of his plan to get to Mars?
I mean, it can't hurt,
I
right?
think he's gonna own Mars.
Oh, like he'll put like a giant like Tesla like symbol on
All
it.
he has to do is be the first one there, put rockets on
Yeah,
there.
exactly.
Because also, if he's the first person
planet.
there, he has a vehicle that's already pretty futuristic. How hard
has
would it
to
be
give him
to
an
adapt
idea.
for Mars? And then he has the first Mars car. Can't bring a fucking Ford to space.
He got a
Can't-
Mars,
can't.
he got
I
a
feel
Mars
like-
car.
I feel like the Mars car has to have different shit going on with it than like an Earth car.
Rockets.
He's gonna partner
Rocket
with Japan
launchers.
and get the Gundam.
Fuck.
Yo.
Elon Musk could never pilot the Gundam.
Do we have
Grimes
an
can.
update on
Let's
the
go!
Gundam?
Oh my God, I'm so in.
Is a Gundam like
That'd be a dope video.
doing more things? Because it was doing more things every now and then.
Nah, that shit's not gonna do anything. It's
Are we
just
going
gonna
back to
blow
the
this.
Elon Musk Grimes anime?
Yeah. Well, yeah, because they're the true Venetians,
I've
right?
been alluding to it for like 2 minutes straight. but
Really?
No one's picked up on it. Just like Elon Musk, space, Grimes. Remember that thing that was a recurring joke here for months, guys?
Do
no,
we have
no.
flashcards we can use in the future? It's like little,
Let's not. Nah, we're gonna have like the picture in picture, and then we're gonna do like a little flashback.
Oh, nice.
Nice,
yeah.
dude. Venetians. Yeah, dude. They started the Space Force. God, that thing is intrusive.
But yeah, Elon Musk is the richest man in the world now. He beats out Jeff Bezos. He made over $150 billion in 1 year.
Magnanimous. Dude.
Last year he
The
was the
worst year of the
sixth.
fucking world.
Last year he was the sixth richest man, and now he's the first richest man. So
Yeah,
yeah,
I play to win.
Shout out to Neon Guts.
he's a he's a nerd. He went on fucking Twitter and he was just like his like some Tesla like of California or some shit tweeted. They were like, "Congratulations to Elon Musk, richest man in the world," and he replied to it. He was like, "Oh, wow, this is kind of weird," and then he replied to his tweet and went, "All right, back to work." I was like,
Oh, come
"Yeah,
on.
bro, word up." I guess take that shit humbly. You don't make like a press conference where you're just like, "I am officially
I've
the
done
richest
it."
man. I've done it. I've become the richest man in the world."
Set Australia back on fire with Tesla flamethrowers.
Dude, if I became like the 11th richest man in the world, I'd probably tweet about it too. I'd just be like, "Yo, sick."
Fuck that 100th. I'll be like, what the fuck is
Like,
good, you
what-
poor ass
Yeah.
bitch?
Yo, there's 8 billion of y'all. I'm in the top 100 right now, bitch.
What do you think we're in the top?
Dude, don't even.
At least the top thrine.
What is a thrine, Reed?
33.
You think we're in the top 33 percentile of
Yeah, so
like
not only
rich
was
people?
it not a word, but it's not even true. I'm up there with Jeff Bezos and Taekwon Davis and Nathan Bradley. He's a head starter backer.
Yeah, Taekwon Davis is fucking eternal,
Head
dude.
starter backer.
Head starter back.
Shit is
No,
crazy.
he's the off pass. Nathan
Off
Bradley
pass.
is the head starter backer.
Yeah, I'm not sure if like doing the daytime podcast is giving Reed the right type of energy for the podcast.
I'm not gonna lie, this edible has given me some pretty calm highs the last few days.
Oh, we
that
had, we
calm?
had an edible earlier. That's why I can't think straight right now. That makes a lot more sense.
I think most of the time I spent too much time feeling like, oh my god, but this kind of puts you in a spot where like, hey,
What kind of weed food you guys want to try as weed gets more illegal here in Jersey, even though it's getting stopped right now? But
maybe a beef patty.
a weed beef patty?
Yeah, maybe.
I'm trying to figure out how to combine the word beef and weed together.
Weef patty.
Oh, weed patty, dude. Oh, what about you, 89? What kind of animal you eating a weed patty?
Nah, that sounds
That's about weird.
that sounds too close to queef patty.
Yo, it's a queef patty, dude.
And the campaign, the marketing campaign, want weef? I know Cam does.
I'm more so like
I don't
this-
know that actually.
What was the remember when old boy made the can of butter? Like, and I was like just dipping everything in that shit for a good while.
You're just dipping stuff in can of butter?
Yeah, I was just dipping fries.
In can of butter?
It was
That's
sick.
intense.
Man, I
89.
miss that spicy tropical sauce Chanel made with the THC.
Oh, the guava,
With the
the
for the
guava
wings?
sauce.
Just
That
awesome.
shit was good as fuck,
Put that shit on
motherfucker.
Anything.
Dude, I
Get
can't wait
you
to
high,
do season
too.
2, bro.
That shit was good. I would eat I'd eat weed gum. Give me weed winter fresh that I can just chew for a while.
Ooh, can of butter on corn on the cob, bro.
Can of corn.
But that's can of butter. That's not.
Can of corn.
No, I'm still just on 89 dipping
Yeah,
like
strong,
fries
dude.
into butter, just into
Dude, a couple 420s ago, I was stuck at home, put a couple failed plans, I had to edit. I was bummed. Like, I want to hang with people, and I have no actual weed. So I
Loser.
grabbed some of Noah's can of butter, did not knowing how much it was, put it in my eggs. Halfway through the day, I caught this crazy, like, nearly fainted, and I started, like, sweating like mad for 10 minutes. I talked to Noah the next day. He said, yeah, me and Tyler did the measurements. We think you ate an eighth? I was like, okay, word. I'm going to relax.
I love edibles, but sometimes edibles will take you to a place that you're like,
You knock out.
Oh,
weren't
yeah.
sure.
out.
You're just like, I've felt like, you know, like when the cartoons, when like some of the cartoon characters like sinking into the couch and like their arms and legs are just like going up in the air. That's just me. I'm just like, holy shit, this fucking weed is fucking me up right now, dude. I kind of like that feeling sometimes. It's like, obviously when you have nothing to do, when you can just do that. But like you're sitting there, you'll be thinking about like, yo, I'm mad hungry. I should get up and get some food. And then like 2 hours will pass and be like, wasn't I just thinking about how hungry I was? And it's just like, oh, it was light out when I thought about that. And I haven't even moved, you know?
Yeah, dude.
Edibles.
They go like that. Like, that happened to me yesterday where I felt like,
Happened to you yesterday?
That's happening to you right now.
yeah, I felt like, I feel pretty good. You know, nothing crazy. I'm in control, but I was also, you know, when you're laying down, you want to get up. Like, I want to get up soon. I was laying down. I was like, I'm not going to get up, and I do not care. This is
Yeah,
my
bro.
destiny right now.
So I just gotta veg out.
Veggies. Yo, like, comment, and subscribe for more veggies, more 89 News Weekly, more Kidz to Coup to Kidz. Like, comment, subscribe for less Proud Boys.
I feel like we're gonna call this one Reed's really high in this one.
Yeah.
Because
You already got it. Thumbnail, Reed, you be really high. We'll just give our reactions.
Yeah, go ahead. Look at the screen, the most high face you possibly can. For Spotify only listeners, you're really missing out because Reed just gave us some real good high face.
High face.
I've never seen someone like that before.
Warriors, come out to Chris.
What?
Yo, I swear I was like, yo, we're going to do a podcast in the daytime today. You know, we're going to be really, super sharp.
Oh, yeah.
Wrong. We just got slightly more
Well,
stoned than usual.
well, like you said, like we're all like, fuck, this week went right by. What happened? I mean, I don't know about you guys. We were talking earlier. It's been a very chill kind of one. And like, I feel like January is good for that. You get the holidays out of the way and you can kind of like refresh. So maybe we'll see like February, we all come in with like, this week on, we're sharp.
I mean, we need news we don't need news, but, current events help move along the type of podcast that we do. Reed's still holding the newspaper.
I don't know.
He's still holding the imaginary newspaper, but we need like.
He's a newspaper. I felt like a news anchor's like
paper.
Can you imagine? You get on the news. He's like, so this week, what we got going on? He just opens up the Times.
But we definitely need like current events to help like move the podcast forward. But
if you guys want to bum rush theaters and like attack people,
that's not where I was going at all.
You do that, so we got some good news.
I was just saying, no news sometimes is good news. It means like as long as even though a giant, crazy, fucking terrible thing happened last week, not a million terrible things happened. Just like one really big bad one.
And it at least had a silver lining payoff. Like there's enough where it was like now like the powers that be are backed in the corner where if they don't do anything now, they look like real fucking pussies, and anyone can do this shit. So they have to do something.
I think Reed's trying to storm the Capitol.
Silver
lining.
All right, kids, let's go.
He just said the silver lining is now we know that the fucking Capitol Police are pussies.
No, I said they have to do something now.
Like, yo, it's fucking crazy, dude. I can't believe you would say that.
We're going to see Reed in there next week in pictures.
Let me give you guys one last cheer with our empty bottles.
I still have beer in mine.
Man, I don't have any beer.
Yo, I don't like Reed.
My bottle's gone.
I've become greatly dangerous in these last few days.
I'll drink to that.
Yeah, I'll drink to that too. Like, comment, and subscribe, and talk to your friends about us, and tell them to follow us on TikTok. Reed's doing the sexy walk on that shit.